committee had asked for presumably a 15-minute adjournment, and we're just keeping a close eye on the situation in Parliament to see whether or not MPs will get back in session after that. These are the live pictures that we have for you. At the center of this delay, which took about an hour or so of the Parliamentary Committee's time, is this heading on Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's statement, which essentially says this is a supplementary statement. MPs with Julius Malema really leading the charge, saying on a basis of that technicality, this committee cannot continue because, in fact, it'll be going off on the wrong footing. Julius Malema is suggesting that even the archives will be incorrect if the committee doesn't necessarily continue, continues, and in fact doesn't necessarily fix that particular area. Bulelani Philip is our reporter who was inside the screen. He's now stationed outside of that venue, and I can see is ready to speak to one of the MPs who was part of that meeting in Leigh-Ann Mathys, who of course is part of the EFF. And Bulelani, if you're able to hear us, what a first hour.
Well, good afternoon. Good morning, rather, Ayanda. It's been quite a morning for me. And of course, as the proceedings have gone underway here at the Group Chamber in Parliament, we've seen a legal snare or a technical issue. Of course, surrounded on that is the use of the word supplementary in the affidavit that is before the ad hoc committee, and it has rubbed some of the MPs the wrong way. And to get more on this, I'm joined now by EFF MP Leigh-Ann Mathys. You've called a point of order quite early in the proceedings. What's your gripe?
We don't have a gripe. We just want to ensure that this ad hoc committee does what it's been set up to do, that South Africans' tax money is not going to waste. It's just been another rubber stamp to say, okay, Parliament did something. You must understand also that Parliament recommendations and findings are binding, unlike the Commission. So we also don't want to open this thing up for review later on, and then all our hard work, all the money that has been spent for this ad hoc committee is washed down the drain. So we're very mindful about that. The EFF has been very, very deliberate from day one. When we called for the setup of this ad hoc committee, we also ensured that we sent the highest office in the land here, our CIC, to come and be part of it, because we are committed to root out the corruption and the rot that is taken over in our justice system.
For the benefit of our viewers at home, in simple terms, what correction are you seeking for the committee or the evidence leaders to make?
Well, I think our Commander-in-Chief properly covered that, so you'll do a cross into that. But we have a supplementary statement, and we don't know what it's supplementing. And we spent a lot of time in the lead up to this with our evidence leaders, and we gave guidance on how everything must work. We're not going to be a supplementary anything to the Commission, simply because we are Parliament. We give oversight to the executive, and more importantly, that whatever we leave here with, it's going to be binding on all arms of state. So the issue is that we have a supplementary statement, and we're supposed to have a statement that is before us. We understand that the evidence leader raised some issues about timing. We delayed this because of the Commission and the appearance at the Commission and them taking statements. We allocated 2 days for him to do a statement, and we end up with a 35-page statement over 2 days. I don't know.
All right. Do you still maintain that you want the evidence leaders to be removed from the proceedings, as stated by Mr. Malema?
Yes, because this is, we're just reflecting now, and even with the other members of the committee, the process that we took to get, initially, even when the evidence leader, when they started, they even wanted us to move to Pretoria and be in Tshwane so we can swap witnesses and be like we are buddies to a commission that is an executive that we give oversight to. And we said, no, we are a parliamentary commission. We were very, very clear as a committee, as an ad hoc committee, on what our expectations are. So to come here and see this after all the engagements we've had numerous meetings over the time, it's highly disappointing.
All right, thank you so much. Leigh-Ann Mathys, EFF MP, of course, outlining some of the concerns that they have with regards to the affidavit that's before this ad hoc committee. On that note, it's back to you in studio.
Before I let you go, there was a question that I heard from the room about how long this adjournment would be. Was there any clarity from the chairperson?
Well, all indications are that now it's going to be around 15 minutes, but I suspect that that will also depend on the time that the evidence leaders will take in terms of making this amendment that has been sought by the lawmakers. Ayanda?
Fair enough. All right. Bulelani Philip, live to us there from Parliament. What a day it's turning out to be so far. For now,